Hey, it's Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com, again with another wine review. Value price wine review. That's what we do. This one is, again, Trader Joe's, because I'll explain why we might be a little Trader Joe's heavy. But this one is a Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve Dundee Hills, Willamette Valley, Oregon Pinot Noir 2023. And the wine industry lately has been having a tough time. I just read where the wines over $50 were up 1% last year and everything else was down 12%, which is huge for 1 year. And there's bargains to be had. There's people who are going to expand and had wine contracts out there who aren't doing that anymore. People who are going to make, 50,000 cases of their wine, and they decided to make 25,000 instead. So there's, and I don't know if this particular wine is that way. I think I found the company that is responsible for it. The company on the back of the label just bottled it. They were, I think, a winery 10, 15 years ago, and now we're just part of a larger organization. Dundee Hills in the Willamette Valley is a sub-AVA that's been an AVA on their own for 20 years. Willamette Valley has been an AVA for 40 years, and they started, actually, wine in Oregon started in Dundee Hills, and that was like 60 years ago. So this is a prime Pinot Noir growing region. I remember going to a French Pinot Noir tasting years ago and talking to the winemakers, and they said that, that they were very impressed with the Willamette Valley because they make their wines a little bit cooler up there. It's about 30 miles southwest of Portland and about 40 miles from the ocean. So it's not cold, but it's cooler. It's kind of nice. I'm going to take a sip of the wine. The vineyards are all planted in volcanic rock, so you get that interesting minerality out of it. Sometimes minerality is like one of the hardest things to pick up when you're tasting a wine. There's so much going on, it can be missed. But it's there if you want to look for it. And this is a custom crush. There, I got it out. A company. They have professional winemakers making this wine. Now, it might not be the equal, and at $14.99, it should not be the equal to some of the Dundee Hills, great wineries. I mean, their wines start at like 25 and go on up to 75, 100 more. And some of these estates have really terrific house wines. They just do great. So these custom crush wines are using great grapes and have, and there might not be an estate wine, but it's going to be pretty good. And it is pretty good. I'll take another sip. It's long, lean, subtle, very dry. I think it's made more in the Burgundian style, which is not, for the Pinot Noir California, they might be a little bigger and juicier. But this has got a little bit more, I hate to say elegance or anything to it, but it is kind of more held back, a little subtler, but not too much. It's a good wine. It tastes great. I'm going to pour a little bit more in my glass. Willamette Valley Pinot Noir is one of my favorites. And if I'm going to buy a Pinot Noir and I'm not going to write about it and podcast about it, I'll get Willamette Valley or Santa Barbara. Those are my personal favorites. So I'm kind of happy right now with this $14.99 wine because it's almost like half the price it would normally be. And I don't know. And actually, the winemakers for this, the company that made this wine, or I'm pretty much sure it made the wine, are located in the town of Dundee. and have been doing wine since 2003. So they've got 20-something years in the business. So you got good grapes, you got winemaking know-how, and you got Trader Joe's selling to you for far less than it should be. So what else can you ask for? Even though the wine industry is having problems right now, if you're a wine drinker, this is a time of opportunities. And I've got a couple more opportunity wines coming up next few days too. So there you go. Adios. Keep it cheap. This is Domain Dave. This wine was Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve Dundee Hills Willamette Valley Pinot Noir 2023. It's a long name, but it all adds up to a good wine. So adios. Keep it cheap. I'll talk to everybody in a couple of days. Bye-bye.